Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today in this video we are going to learn about supports of uterus. Supports of uterus is a very important short question in university examinations. It is also an important part of an important essay question which is uterus, which is also frequently asked in university examinations. So let us learn this topic very carefully in little bit more detail. Also, I have a video on uterus as whole organ. You can go and check out that video. The link is provided in the description box below. Now let us start with the supports of uterus, the topic. Supports of uterus are some ligaments and peritoneal folds in our body which provide support to the uterus. Now why does uterus require support? Uterus requires support because uterus is a mobile organ. It moves inside the pelvic cavity of a human female. Uterus is present inside the pelvic cavity of the human female and it is mobile. It moves here and there. So to prevent, because of its mobility, the uterus can sag down, come down to the vagina, through the vagina of the human female. So to prevent coming down or sagging down of the uterus through vagina of the human female, uterus is supposed to be immobile. And to ensure that the uterus is immobile, there are some supports which are present around the uterus. These supports ensure that the uterus is present in its position and it is not sagging down through the vagina of the human female. So these supports ensure that the uterus is present in its correct position inside the pelvic cavity of the human female. Now the supports which uterus receives are basically of two types: primary supports and secondary supports. Primary supports are actually the supports which are basically made up of muscles. So the first type of primary support are muscular supports because they are basically made up of muscles. They constitute muscles which provide the support to the uterus. The second type of the supports, primary supports, are fibromuscular supports. They are known as fibromuscular supports because they are made up of fibrous tissue and muscular tissue. So these fibromuscular supports, which are made up of fibrous and muscular tissue, fibromuscular supports, also provide support to the uterus. So uterus basically has primary supports and secondary supports. The primary support and secondary support, both of them provide support to the uterus to ensure that uterus is staying in its own position. And the primary supports are again of two types. The first one is muscular supports, which are active supports, and the second one is fibromuscular support, which are mechanical support. Now why are muscular supports known as active supports? First of all, let us see what are the muscular supports of the uterus. So uterus receives three muscular supports in the human female body. Those are, the first one is pelvic diaphragm, second one is perineal body, and third one is distal urethral sphincter mechanism. Now these are the three primary or muscular supports, primary or active muscular supports which are present in the human female, okay, to the uterus. Now why are they known as active primary muscular supports? Why are they known as active? Because see, the muscles which are providing the support to the uterus, they contract and keep the uterus in its position. So muscles are providing the support to the uterus by contracting, and contraction of muscle requires energy. So this is an active process. Therefore, this is known as an active primary muscular support or primary muscular support. Okay, so moving on now, let us see the first important primary muscular support or active primary support, that is pelvic diaphragm. What is pelvic diaphragm? Pelvic diaphragm is nothing but a diaphragm. How we have a diaphragm which is separating the thorax and the abdomen, similarly we also have a diaphragm which separates the upper pelvic cavity and the lower pelvic cavity. This diaphragm is made up of muscles. Like how the diaphragm present between the thorax and the abdomen is made up of fibers, muscular fibers and fibromuscular tissue. Similarly, this pelvic diaphragm, which is present between the upper part of the pelvic cavity and lower part of the pelvic cavity, is made up of muscle, which is nothing but pubococcygeus part of levator ani muscle. So, pubococcygeus part of levator ani muscle forms pelvic diaphragm. This muscle, this pelvic diaphragm, supports the uterus and prevents the increase in intra-abdominal pressure. Because see, if intra-abdominal pressure is increasing, the uterus will be pushed down, and its sagging down to the vagina will be promoted. So to prevent the intra-abdominal pressure increase, this levator ani muscles, mainly pubococcygeus part of levator ani muscle, helps. Okay, so basically levator ani part of pubococcygeus part of levator ani muscle, that is pelvic diaphragm, helps in preventing the increase or rise in intra-abdominal pressure, because intra-abdominal pressure promotes in sagging down of the uterus through vagina. Now coming to the second very important muscular or active primary support, which is perineal body. What is perineal body? Perineal body is nothing but a node which is present at the center of the pelvic cavity. The whole pelvic cavity, at its center there is a present of node, ball-like structure, which is known as perineal body. This perineal body is made up of fibers and muscles, therefore it is known as fibromuscular node. So what does this perineal body do? This perineal body actually provides the supports to the 10 muscles which form the pelvic diaphragm. Okay, 10 muscles which are the part of pelvic diaphragm, and it also provides the attachment to the pelvic diaphragm. So perineal body provides attachment to 10 muscles and pelvic diaphragm. What are those 10 muscles? Those are 2 muscles of superficial transverse perineum, 2 muscles of deep transverse perineum, 2 muscles of pubococcygeus part of levator ani, that is pelvic diaphragm, 2 muscles of bulbospongiosus, 1 sphincter ani internus, and 1 muscle of unstriped fibers of longitudinal muscle coat of anal canal. So anal canal has a longitudinal muscle coat, which is external and internal longitudinal muscle coat. So this longitudinal muscle coat's unstriped fiber form the attachment of the perineal body. Now these are the muscular supports. Okay, coming to the fibromuscular primary supports now. Fibromuscular primary supports are uterine axis, pubocervical ligament, transverse cervical ligament, uterosacral ligament, and round ligament of uterus. So coming to the first one, uterine axis. Uterine axis is nothing but anteversion of the uterus, which is 90°, and it prevents the falling down of uterus through vagina, that is surging down of uterus through vagina. The angle which is formed, it prevents the falling down of the uterus. The second one is pubocervical ligament. Pubocervical ligament connects the uterus to the posterior part of the pubis, and it prevents the falling down of the uterus again through the vagina. Okay, the pubocervical ligament is derived from endopelvic fascia. Now coming to transverse cervical ligament. Transverse cervical ligament is also known as transverse cervical ligament of McEnroe. This ligament is also condensation of endopelvic fascia. Okay, it is providing attachment to the lateral part of the pelvic wall and to lateral aspect of cervix and upper vaginal wall. So upper vaginal wall and the lateral aspect of the cervix of the uterus are connected to the lateral pelvic wall through transverse cervical ligament of McEnroe. This also ensures that the uterus is present in its own position. Okay, the next one is uterosacral ligament. Uterosacral ligament is also in condensation of an endopelvic fascia. It connects the cervix of the uterus to the periosteum of the sacrum bone, which is present posteriorly. So, uterosacral ligament is present posteriorly, and it connects cervix to the periosteum of the sacrum bone. So in front we have an pubocervical ligament which connects the cervix to the pubis. Behind we have uterosacral ligament which connects the uterus or cervix to the sacral bone, and on the sides we have transverse cervical ligament of the McEnroe. We also have one more ligament which is all known as round ligament of uterus. Round ligament of uterus is nothing but fibromuscular, but they are bands, fibromuscular bands which are present on both the sides of uterus. They arise from the cornua of the uterus, that is the superolateral angles of the uterus, and these two round ligament of uterus are 2 in number on both sides. Transverse ligament of uterus is also an 2 in number. So round ligament of uterus and transverse ligament of uterus are 2 in number. Uterosacral, pubocervical and uterine axis single structures. Okay, so round ligament of uterus is arising or providing attachment to the lateral angle or superolateral angle of the uterus, and it is a fibromuscular structure. Okay, now coming to the secondary supports. Secondary supports of the uterus are nothing but mere peritoneal folds. These secondary supports are just peritoneal folds which are made up of obviously peritoneum, and they provide support to the uterus in front, that is anteriorly and posteriorly. So the first support is recto. Anterior support is vesicouterine pouch. Vesicouterine pouch is a peritoneal fold present between the urinary bladder and the uterus. This provides support to the uterus anteriorly. The second one is rectouterine pouch, which is again a peritoneal fold, and it is present between the uterus and the rectum of the human female. It also provides support to the uterus posteriorly. Okay, they both prevent the uterus to move anteriorly and posteriorly. It provides the support to the uterus. The other secondary support is broad ligament of uterus. Broad ligament of uterus attaches the uterus to the lateral pelvic wall. Remember, broad ligament of the uterus attaches the uterus to the lateral pelvic wall. A detailed structure and detailed description about the broad ligament of the uterus is given in the video on uterus. You can check the video out. The link is given in the description box below. Thank you for watching the video. If you like the video, do press the like button, hit the subscribe button and press the notification bell. Also share it with your friends. Bye.